Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go here at Arrowhead. This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air is Richardson. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. From the gun, Richardson. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Throwing right away is Mahomes. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now Richardson. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's a really good effort on 3rd down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And John to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. He'll take this in back at the 16. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
It's a gain there of 26 yards. Mahomes now to throw again. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. It'll be first and... This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. And he will score. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's first and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Look him up on a second down and 8. Throwing, Richardson. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He gets this one complete to Johnston. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Vegas.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A second down throw for Richardson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it'll be third down. Richardson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran... It's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring them down.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Right there.
Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Yellow.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
He is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. To the left side, it is caught by Myers. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He's got it downfield. Myers the connection. And he will score. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Vegas. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action with Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. They run over center with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
In motion is Myers. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Richardson. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Room up the sideline at the 45. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Yellow. Attack!
Once again, it's Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
What we're seeing here in this 1st half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 35 yards. Here's Pacheco. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take him.
And he's in! Touchdown, Kansas City. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 1st-round pick. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a 1st-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
And he's got another another one. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. Whoa. And the Chiefs are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's going to take this into the end zone. Sensational play for the moment. There's a marker down. I don't think he's going to like the result of this flag.
Raiders 14.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Play action here. Mahomes. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And that will lead to a second down. Looking to throw, Richardson. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver. And once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll go again with Robinson. Robinson, a first down and more. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. He's got Myers on the completion. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Let's go. 70 rate, 70 rate. Hawk 70, Dragon 60.
Richardson going to look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Can the defense do it again from the 1? 3rd down now and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal. Now Richardson. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Anthony Richardson Touchdown, Raiders. Greg, there's nothing like a quarterback who can take a play that's not in the playbook and bring it to life and bring it to the end zone for a touchdown.
These are the most difficult plays for a defense to defend because you think you do everything right. You have all the receivers covered. You're able to force the quarterback off his initial spot, but sometimes you just can't teach athlete, Mike. And in this case, he said, all right, there's nowhere to go with the ball. I'm just going to tuck it and do it myself.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. My time.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. Whoa! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
Downfield, that's Johnston. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Johnston motioning over. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a first down. Throwing, Richardson. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. My
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Raiders has got it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Mahomes. A throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And he's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Yellow. Right side.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Attack. Yellow.
Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Right side.
Now a give to Pacheco, running right. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Fight on these two. Right side.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Yellow. Right side.
A first down throw for Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. To throw, it's Richardson. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read, Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
In motion is Myers. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On second down, Richardson. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
From the gun on third down, Richards, the pass rush gets home and he goes down. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. From the gun, Richardson. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Down the field, he's got his tight end Okonkwo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Butker now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Chiefs are able to extend the lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
On first down, it's Robinson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, A lot easier to convert.
On first down, it's Richardson. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And they're going to get to him. He is sacked. There is a penalty marker on the field. Let's check the call first. So, not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Richardson to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Richardson going to throw again here on 2nd down. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. And that'll do it. For my partner, Greg Olson, for our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.